Hello, I'm Emma Straub, and my new novel is called American Fantasy.
What inspired the title of American Fantasy?
Titles are really hard for me. I have in my entire career, I think I have like only once or twice come up with a title that actually became the title of the book. Usually I end up going back and forth with my editor like hundreds of times. But with American Fantasy, it captured everything that I wanted to say, which I think is what titles should do. You know, titles should like say something to you before you've read the book. They should communicate something. And then after you've read the book, they should work even better. That's my feeling about titles. And American Fantasy is, it's a particular type of American fantasy, really. I mean, it's about boy bands, which are sort of an American phenomenon. It takes place on a cruise ship, which I would say is also a pretty American phenomenon. And it is very much about a fantasy, a version of a fantasy, different kinds of fantasies. So it just worked.
What is your favorite line from American Fantasy?
Oh my goodness, what is my favorite line? I couldn't tell you. I am not the sort of author who there was one author who came to my bookstore. I own a bookstore called Books Are Magic. And there was one author we hosted several years ago who someone asked a question about his language in his book. And he said, I think what you're asking about is the lyricism of my prose. And I think about that all the time. I am not an author who sits back and thinks about the lyricism of my own prose. So I don't think I could come up with a perfect line for you. But I can tell you one of my epigraphs for this novel is from a band called the Magnetic Fields, one of my favorite bands. And that is, a pretty boy in his underwear. If there's anything better in this whole world, who cares?
So what book changed your life?
There are so many books that have changed my life. I think books change us over and over and over again. But I will tell you the first book that really changed my life, which was Miss Piggy's Guide to Life, published in the mid-1980s. I bought it at a library sale for $1. I don't know why they were taking it out of circulation, because it's pretty much the best book ever published. And it's humor, right? It's humor, but not to me. It is very funny, but to me, I was like, this is so serious. I was a big girl. I was blonde. I was loud. And I just really saw myself in Miss Piggy. And I was like, that is the kind of woman I want to be. So I would say Miss Piggy's Guide to Life.
How old were you when you...
I was probably 8. I was probably 7, 8, 9 years old. I mean, pre-pubescent, but like old enough to really be looking ahead to womanhood.
That's funny, because I like this.
You should. I am so serious. It's out of print. You have to get it on eBay. It is incredible. You will.
I her the 3rd grade.
Yeah, you will love it. You will love it.
Oh, I've never met someone else who understood this piece. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
Gosh, that's a tricky one. Like personally, professionally, anything? I mean, when someone tells me that I'm a good mom, that's the best. That's the best. That's the best. I mean, because I believe it, but sometimes it's hard to see the forest for the trees. And so when someone tells me I'm a good mom, that's meaningful.
When do you feel the strongest?
Okay, so I know this is not literally what you're asking, but I'm going to give you a very literal answer. So about 6 months ago, I started going to the gym for the first time in my life. And I have been working out with this amazing woman who's a personal trainer, and we are lifting weights. And I have never felt so strong before. And I mean, I'm not lifting crazy amounts of weights, but we are working on it. And it is amazing to feel like I am strong. And it's so, I'm 45 now, and just, I don't know, my goals are so different than they ever were when it comes to my body, where I'm like, how do I make sure my bones don't crumble? How do I make sure that I'm able to stay active for as long as I live? Like those are my goals, and I want to be strong. So yeah, I am pumping iron these days.
That's a great answer. I love it. What's the one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Oh boy. Oh gosh. I mean, so many things. I would say, with my bookstore, we had to learn a lot of things the hard way because my husband and I opened with no experience whatsoever. We had experience reading books. Turns out that's not the same thing. So we had to make a lot of mistakes. And, I'm not a person who likes to make mistakes. Like, I think of myself as like capable and good, and we made so many mistakes. And it's hard. It's hard to be like middle-aged and learning lessons. But thank goodness, because now we are so much better at it, and the bookstore is like such a beautiful, thriving environment. But yeah, it took us a little while to get there.
Paperback, hardback, ebook, or audiobook?
Paperback.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Oatmeal.
What's something you always trouble with?
I mean, not to sound like such a little dentist suck up, but like floss. If I don't have floss, I am like running to the CVS.
What is something you think is overrated?
Oh my gosh, so many things. But I don't want to talk badly about anyone on this. Overrated. Perfectionism.
What's something you think is underrated?
Oh God, this is rapid fire. Something that is underrated. Kale? No, I don't know. People like kale. I don't know. Okay, wait, no. I'm gonna pick another one. Okay, something that is underrated. I'm gonna say oatmeal. I'm gonna say oatmeal because I love oatmeal, and other people think of oatmeal as I think sad, but I think it's delicious and filling and warm and good for you.
Bookmark or dog ear?
Dog ear.